Namali Henry's death inside the St. Bernard Parish jail was a shock when it happened in 2014. But even more shocking was that 4 deputies ignored her desperate pleas for medical help.
She was found dead in an isolated cell 10 days later. Today, the last 2 deputies were sentenced to prison. Investigator Mike Pearlstein has the story.
All Namali Henry wanted was to see her 4-month-old baby. Instead, she was arrested on minor charges, held on bail her family could not afford, then died after 10 days inside St. Bernard Parish Jail as deputies ignored her pleas for help for her treatable medical condition.
I want them to think about my sister, like her death. Like I want like her face and like the ideal that she is dead and the idea of that she will no longer be with her child.
Today, after 7 years, the last of the 4 deputies charged in the 19-year-old's death was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Former Captain Andre Dominic, who had been the jail's medical director, was sentenced for violating Henry's civil rights. After pleading guilty to the same charge, Timothy Williams was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months. Wednesday, former deputies Lisa Vaccarella and Deborah Becknell were sentenced to 21 months and 3 months, respectively, for lying to the FBI.
I don't want them to suffer from it, but I want them to like actually have a change in heart.
Namali's brother Joaquim Isidore and sister Deshauna Henry were in court for 2 grueling days of heartbreaking testimony. They heard pleas for leniency from the defendants' families and expressions of remorse from the former officers.
Hearing their remorse, it's, for me, I feel like it's some sort of Band-Aid that they think would work psychologically to make you feel better when you're a kid.
And after giving their own testimony about their grief, their nightmares, their depression, Joaquim embraced Dominic, still in a wheelchair after a suicide attempt.
But I'm forgiving him, and it's just like a weight off my shoulder. Like all the pent up like hatred and anger that I had, it just like dropped, and it was just such a relief.
Namali Henry's daughter, Nelijah, now 7, is being raised by the family of her biological father. She has never had a chance to meet her mother's family. Mike Pearlstein, Eyewitness News.